burning race fans. You know those race fans that are making lots and lots of noise? Was under your cue there, yeah. You know those race fans that have their hands in the air? You know those race fans are ready to have a whole bunch of fun. We're going to see how it happens right here. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready now? I think we're ready. We got Mr. Matt Tower in 870 horsepower right behind the wheel. He's ready to go. Tower, I get the thumbs up like, you ready to go? I get the thumbs up. Tower, fire this bad boy up.
What's under the big sheet here? You guys ready for the huge unveiling? Now this thing has not been seen by anybody anywhere. This is a world premiere. And for that, I'm going to turn you over to Mr. Daryl Mott right here.
Hi everybody. Come on over. You got plenty of room over here wherever you want to get up. So this is one of those times where you guys are the first to see something. The public's not seen it. It's not been the only person that knows what's under here is the person that actually covered the car up. It's been very secretive, but very exciting. So we're going to talk more about that. And you guys are here right now. You're here right now. So you can stop over here. We have room behind the car. We're going to bring out some special guests. And you guys are going to be able to see it before anybody else. So look, you're ready. You don't have to work today, right? How many people are supposed to be at work today? You got no agenda, right? Enjoy yourself. This is something we've been talking about doing, and finally it has come to fruition, so we're going to talk more about it. How many people have been following NASCAR for a few years now? Anybody back here? You watch NASCAR? How many people have met one of the mid-spring cups? Right. You know, as they're walking around out on the tracks, they're doing everything from taking live appearances, entertaining you here at the Sprint Unlimited experience. You probably heard them on the radio and seen them in Victory Lane. And that has been going on for several years as they go on across the country. Anybody do the Twitter? Anybody on Twitter? Facebook? W? They do a lot of social media, making sure that the fans have an inside view to the world of NASCAR. And it's been very successful. People have been very excited to be able to tweet to Miss Sprint Cup and ask her a question, and her driver, gets the message. And it's been a lot of excitement having a friend behind the scenes. So, what we're about to talk about here today, there's a company here in Charlotte. Anybody from Charlotte? Anybody from North Carolina in this area? There's a company right here in Concord that has decided to kind of continue on with the tradition of this Sprint Cup program and make a special piece of memorabilia. Anybody collect anything NASCAR? How about hats, coats, jackets? Does anybody have die-cast cars at their house? Anybody collect die-cast cars? Right. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about. There's a company called Vinyl Racing, and they're located in Concord, and they have actually decided to make a die-cast car with the Miss Sprint Cup lineup for 2013. So we're going to talk more about that. I'm going to introduce some people right now. Can you guys give a nice warm welcome to some friends of ours? First, I'm going to bring out Mr. Howard Hitchcock, the Vice President and General Manager of Vinyl Racing. And then while we're at it, let's bring out the Miss Sprint Cup lineup for 2013. We have Miss Sprint Cup Kim Kuhn, Miss Sprint Cup Jacqueline Roney, and Miss Sprint Cup Rick Werner. Say hello to everybody. Welcome. Hi. Now, you actually have the first one ever. This is a special edition die-cast car with the Miss Sprint Cup ladies on it. How did this come to be?
Well, we're really excited to partner up with creating a first ever collectible. These guys, the Sprint Cup ladies, have never been on any sort of collectible item at all. So we thought it would be a great idea to take the notoriety of the Sprint Cup girls. It's hard to make a bad-looking product with these beautiful ladies, and we put that on the car. So this is the first prototype of this car. We're real excited about it. The design came out fantastic. All three are featured there on the car.
Now, we have drivers come out every weekend at the Sprint Unlimited experience, and one of the things that I've learned over the years is the rarer the car, the bigger the deal. People have these cars, and they're holding them like it's a baby. And they don't want people to touch it, they don't want people to see it, they want to get that signature. Over the years, you guys have been, you've had your hands in the podcast, this is your industry, basically. How rare is a car like this?
Well, I mean, this one is a limited edition, so every car will be numbered. We're going to make about 1,200 of these cars. The prototypes, which I'm holding, and actually it's going to be a surprise later, but those are the rarest. There's only 6 of those that exist at all. Then after that, you get into the numbers, and number 13 or number 1 will be special. But it's a rare car, and you're right. People cherish the rarity of the collectible.
How do they go into the design aspect of this? When you decide, okay, we're going to get into this, we're going to do it, what kind of planning goes into that? How do you figure out how much room there's on the car, where to put what?
Well, honestly, this was a brainchild of one of our corporate sales guys, John Strizzy, and he said, you know what, I've got this Sprint account, I've got this asset we can leverage, which is the Sprint Cup ladies. And so what we did is we went to the artist, we went to Sprint, got some images of the girls, and then went to our artist, which, he was really upset he had to work with these images. And there's certain parts of the car that feature images better. The hood is obviously prime real estate, then you sort of look to the deck lid and the rear quarters. It gives you a lot of space to work with the car.
Now, how realistic is a die-cast model like this?
These are actually taken from the real CAD data. That's actually one of the challenges we had this year, because testing these cars ran so late with the NASCAR development that we actually were a little late to market, but they are actually taken from exactly CAD data. So where at all possible, this is exactly 1/24 scale of an actual car.
So if a fan that's here right now, if you're here right now, say yeah.
Yeah!
Let's say hypothetically, somehow a fan that's here right now were to get their hands on one of these. How rare are we talking?
Very, very rare, because right now we know where all 6 of them are.
So there's a possibility that if you stick around right now, some crazy things could happen today. That's all I'm going to say. Don't go anywhere, because we still have to find out what is under this car. How do they get their hands on a die-cast like this car? When do they come out? How do we get it?
Well, as soon as we lift this cover, there's a couple of places. You can go to vinylracing.com, you can go to NASCAR.com, or one of your local mom and pop dealers that are die-cast dealers. They're going to have these as well. They're going to deliver in mid to late July. They'll be at track at that time.
Wonderful. Well, you guys ready to see what's under the hood? Under this tarp here. We're going to talk to the Mid-Spring Cup ladies real quick because I want to get their reaction about the diecast because that's pretty cool, man. Take this over there. Don't drop it, right? All right, let's talk to the ladies. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll start down here. So you guys, you know, larger than life at the track. They had billboards, posters, banners. But this is different. This is like, this has got to be kind of crazy. What was it like when you found out that you're going to be on a collectible? I mean, this is like a big deal. You know, people collect these, they keep them, they pass them down. Now you are, you know, as they say, infamous.
I mean, I want to hold it. This is my first time seeing this. And I mean, check this out. We've got all three of us on the hood here, and then we each have our own little spot all over the car. I'll tell you, when I signed up to be Miss Spring Cup at the start of this year, the last thing I expected was to be featured on one of these right here. So I'm blown away, and I think it's a really cool thing. What about you guys?
You know, Tim and I are both on our third season, and we've done a lot of cool things, but I think this tops the list because it's never been done before. And we've seen a lot of cool things in our role as Miss Spring Cup, but this is one of the coolest. What about you, Tim?
I completely agree. Been around 3 years. This is probably top list of the coolest thing, and Howard has been so great to explain to you guys about it, and the fact that there are only 1,200 that are going to be released. So very rare finding. You know, we're out here with you guys, the race fans, every weekend, and the emphasis they put on their diecast collection is incredible. I mean, there's people that, you know, scout out these things. They know when they're going to be released, you know, when they're in the kind of the beginning stages of actually making the cards. So this is a nice surprise. It's very cool, and so I think it tops the list for coolest things I've been a part of in this Spring Cup.
Fantastic. How many people have cameras or camera phones with them right now? Time to get them out. This is it. We're about to unveil something that's never been seen before. Nobody, even NASCAR hasn't had a chance to see this. This is, the fans have seen it first. This is the kind of thing that we do at the Sprint Unlimited experience. I'm sure you'll hear much more about this in the weeks to come. In fact, there is an event. There's events coming up throughout the weekend where you might even see this car if you happen to be at one of those. But if you guys are ready, make sure everybody's got their cameras out. This is the first chance you'll have to snap a photo. So you'll be the first one on Facebook talking about it. You'll be the first one on Instagram posting about it. You can use the hashtag Sprint Experience. You can do the Sprint All-Star Race, whatever you like. But you guys are seeing it first. If you're ready right now, let me hear it. I'd say we go ahead, shall we?
Joe.
Feel free to walk around, take a couple different pictures, different angles, plenty of different things to see as you can check it out, guys. And by the way, besides getting a picture of the car, we have all three Miss Spring Cups here right now, so we're going to actually get a reaction, and I'm sure you'll have a chance to snap a photo too. What do you think? So now this is the first time you've seen it as well?
Yes, very first time I've seen it. You know, seeing it small is a lot different than